So to take away from the Nike Shox success, Adidas has brought a new member on the Megaride family, which was quite popular back in the 2000 era. So in today's video we're gonna have a look at this new member of this Megaride family, which in my opinion is not looking that bad. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really help out the channel. As I said earlier, in today's video you're gonna have a look at the latest member coming for the Megaride family, which comes from Adidas, which just dropped here in the UK in at least two color combinations. So let's go ahead and start with the box, which as usual it will come in this matte black colorway, which will have these big three stripes on top of the lid and also on both sides of the box. We're also gonna have the Adidas logo and the lettering as well. Nothing special here, so let's just go ahead and take them out. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at this 2000s inspired pair of shoes, and this one will be the Adidas Megaride S2. So yes guys, Adidas has decided to bring us a new member on this Megaride family, which if I'm not mistaken for the last maybe 20 years it had just two drops. One of it was the Megaride, which I've reviewed at the start of the year if I'm not mistaken, which in my opinion was a direct competitor for the Nike Shox TL. But even though Adidas having the 01 drop on the market, it seems that it wasn't enough. So they decided to bring us this S2, which will have some different materials for the upper, but roughly the same midsole as the 01. So this one dropped here in the UK in the last couple of weeks for the retail price of £140, which will be just over $150 US. It will have this very unique design, I would say, which looks quite futuristic with this molded rubber cage, which even though seems that it's gonna make this pair of shoes quite stiff, it's not gonna be the case. This is actually quite soft. Even the mesh underneath it's also quite breathable. We're also gonna have this very nice zipper on top of your foot, and in my opinion this one gives like a Porsche design vibes. This one is available right now. You can buy it in a lot of retailers, so in case you want to go for it, just follow the link in the description down below. So with that being said guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this latest member coming from Adidas for the Megaride family. So as you can see for this upper guys, we're gonna have roughly just three materials. As a base layer we're gonna have a nice silver mesh, which feels that it's also gonna be reflective. So yeah, most definitely this is gonna act like a base layer and it will be quite visible for all of the length. And on top we're gonna have this molded rubber cage, which as I said earlier it's actually quite soft, and this one won't restrict at all the flexibility for this pair of shoes. So the design for this one in my opinion feels like a Spider-Man suit. This one for sure makes this one look quite futuristic. It will be present for the full length as well. But as you can see, this one also have some reinforcement patch in this slightly thicker rubber material, which will be present on top of the top section for the lacing system and also for the color, and also coming very close to the midsole as well. Then in the midfoot we're also gonna have these three stripes, which will be made out of the same rubberized material, and we're also gonna have this silver patented leather, which will be present for the top part of the and also for the collar, where on both of them we're gonna have the Adidas logo and the lettering as well. So let's have a look closer to the lacing system. As I said earlier, we're gonna have this rubberized material, which on the lateral side will also have written Megaride S2 in this silver color. Then we're also gonna have the Adidas logo and the lettering at the bottom of the lacing system. So yeah, we're gonna have this very nice zipper, which will reveal that underneath we're gonna have a normal lacing system containing this very thin gray laces. We're also gonna have a proper tongue made out of the same silver material, which I need to admit that underneath doesn't have too much padding, but I guess that will be just enough. This tongue will also be kept in place by these straps inside, so this one won't move from side to side. But I need to admit that these two lacing systems on top of each other will be a bit tricky. If you have a normal or wider foot, this one won't go all the way up. So inside of the shoe, guys, for both the back of the tongue and also the rest of the shoe, you're gonna have this gray lining, which I need to admit that it will have some extra padding just here at the collar section, which for sure it's needed. And also at the bottom, we're gonna have a rather cheap foam insole, which is actually glued to the shoe, which will come in this gray color. This one doesn't have an arch support, and this one also have the Adidas logo and the lettering imprinted here at the heel section in this black color. So now, guys, we can go to this interesting looking midsole, which unfortunately I have no idea what material it's using. So at the front, as you can see, this is actually covered by this rubber cage and also the mesh. But at the back, we're gonna have this round shaped plastic material, which unfortunately it's barely flexible. So the level of comfort for this one, at least in my opinion, it's below average. So now we can finish with this rubber outsole in this black color, which if I'm not mistaken, it's the same as the Megaride which I reviewed at the start of the year. So this one will come in a black color, but at least for me personally, I feel that this one doesn't cover properly the full width of the shoe. Feels quite thin, not wide enough. At the heel section, we're also gonna have exposed more of this futuristic midsole alongside the Adidas logo and the lettering. As in for the actual sizing, guys, for this one alongside other releases for the Megaride range, I just went with my true to size. And I need to admit that even though I have skinny feet, when tightening these ones up, I can barely put the zipper up. So bear in mind, I have skinny feet. For sure, for people with normal feet, you'll struggle even more, and having wide feet, for sure you'll need to go with at least a half size up. So overall, guys, this latest release coming from Adidas for the Megaride S2, in my opinion, is looking quite futuristic, and for sure it brings a very nice and interesting design, which I need to admit that at least comparing with the previous other Megaride releases, it's looking the best. I really like this rubberized cage material. So yeah, I feel that this one is the best looking out there at the moment, coming from the Megaride family. But unfortunately, as previous other Megaride releases, this is not a comfortable pair of shoes. I really feel that the overall midsole is providing a below average comfort. For sure, I would say that 140 pounds or 155 US dollars, it's a bit too much for a pair of shoes which is not that comfortable. Of course, you always have the option to just wait for these ones to go on sale, which for sure will happen by the end of the year. And as I said earlier, this is already available in another color combination, which looks good as well. So in case you want to go for it, guys, just follow the link in the description down below. So yeah, guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this latest release coming from Adidas for the Megaride S2. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.